So here's the split. Up to now it's been blue blazes. So the blue up here on the left will continue on Jones Gap Trail to Jones Gap Falls, but we're taking the red, which goes to Rainbow Falls. So at the junction of the two trails, there's this map. It shows where you are, where you're heading to. We're also in what's called the Mountain Bridge Wilderness area, so if you want to download a map or look at a map, just search that and plenty of them online. We're coming up on the bridge that surprisingly, I guess, made it through the storm, through the high waters. Oh, interesting. I'd have to look at past pictures to see, but it looked like a whole lot of rhododendron maybe got wiped out of this area. I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but the hike to Rainbow Falls is a 1,200 foot gain in elevation, and we've done a little bit, maybe a couple of hundred, but most of it is up ahead. We just crossed the bridge not too long ago, and lots of rocks, like I was mentioning. So if you got bad ankles, you might want to rethink this one. So as we're looking down through here, it's and as we go up, there's probably going to be less and less evidence of the storm. Probably come across landslides, and I'm expecting to see some blown down trees that have to be cut off the path and what all. But for right now, not really seeing any difference. And then once things start greening up and getting closed in, I mean, you wouldn't even be able to tell anything happened in parts of this. Oh, over here, early signs of spring. Looks to be maple coming out the red through there. So I don't know if the sound is very good on this, but down in that draw there is the creek that Rainbow Falls is on. So that's what you're hearing there. And then down through that area is the Middle Saluda River where we came up. So I don't know if you can see it down through there, but there's the creek following some really nice cascades all along that creek, all the way up to the waterfall. But getting down to them is extremely difficult. And we have a sign up here. So we're leaving actually the state park property. And now in the YMCA camp property. A lot of you probably know that if you go down that road off of 276 down towards the camp, you're on the top side of all of this. It heads down towards that beautiful little outdoor chapel called Pretty Place. And I don't know whether they're still letting people do it, but if you got permission from the camp, there was a place to park, and a really steep goat trail coming down to the waterfall, a whole lot shorter distance. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's still accessible or not. And Cindy checked just a little bit ago. We've done a little over 500 feet elevation gain, so we got a ways to go. Yeah.
Looks like that way is easier.
Yeah, it might be actually. There's a nice little spill over here. So right after those cascades there, we got A lot of up. So for all the camera geeks out there, I'm shooting this on DJI Osmo Action 5 that I got semi-recently. Reason I picked it over getting another GoPro, I had the GoPro 10, was the performance in low light. You may know that these action cameras, the stabilization does not do good in low light, so I'm hoping, so far this has done good. A lot of times in low light it's better to just hold the camera still, and if there's any action going on, let the action be what's moving in your camera. Oh really? Wow. Oh yeah, yeah. Very cool.
No one there.
Massive rock. And a nice job of putting steps in. This was done years ago. There's a smaller landslide area. You can see where they had to rebuild the trail right here. And then down to the creek. Ooh, first glimpse. See it through the trees right there. There's a really nice waterfall down there. In years past, I know I've gone down to it. It's not happening this time. But that alone, I mean, I can't tell, it's at least 20 feet high, probably would be a pretty nice destination in itself if you could get down to it. a lot of character. Here it is. And for size comparison, you can see a lady sitting on that rock right there, which we'll get up to here eventually. Well, this is a section here that is going to be tricky. You got to go across wet rock. So we'll see how that goes. So just check GPS and you got 1124 on the elevation gain. And of course, as soon as we get here, it starts to sprinkle. Hopefully, though, is going to be able to get some shots with the mirrorless before we get rained out.